where I came from, it was like I was either going to work in a prison or, it was kind of like the fallback. Like if this doesn't work, even though I was persistent, I was probably not going to fail at what I did. Firefighters or whatever. I think I wasn't sure. I think like any kid at 18 years old really doesn't have the true decision on what they want to do. So we go to college, and I just picked criminal justice to pursue. And I found bodybuilding in college.
Obviously,
and
that makes sense.
And that's what really like made me, it put me in a really like different place. Like when I hit the gym, and I don't know how you're trained. I know you started in fitness, and when I was in that gym 2 hours a day, 8 to 10 at night, because I was going to classes during the day, there was no other, like it was just to put me in a different headspace. And that's what I fell in love with more than anything. And then the progress on top of that and the success, it really just, it just made me feel good. And that's how I explain even today, bodybuilding at almost 50 years old, going to the gym every day is still my favorite part of the day. It doesn't matter how successful or what a kind of career I had and looking at accolades and all this other thing. It's what I love to do. If you asked me straight up, like what excites you, it's still the training.
Just picking up weights and putting them back down.
It's just, I don't know what it is. It's a clear head, and it's my meditation. Other people find different ways to do that. The gym is kind of what it is for me.
So you said at 12 you were picking up magazines?
I found a scrap magazine laying around the house, and I saw Chris Dickerson. Do you know Chris Dickerson? He was a former Mr. Olympia.
Okay.
82. Samir Bannout was 83. And I looked at that physique and I was like, man, this body is just like, this is just like the Batman, Superman figurines that I played, I played with as a kid or saw in comic books. And I said, how does someone do this? And so I started reading through the books, and, in high school, we toyed with weights a little bit. I was an athlete. I played football, and like I said, I was working construction, so I was very limited on social activities. So I learned and I studied in GNC. Like I went to the GNC, that's where it had all the magazines at the time, and I would look through the books and the magazine racks and look at like, Muscle and Fitness and those kind of books and say, wow, these people are just pushing their bodies to the limits. And it kind of excited me. And I actually did not actually join the gym and start bodybuilding till I was on my 18th birthday, which was August 3rd, 1991. I joined the local Gold's Gym in Worcester, Mass, and I started this journey. I said, I want to join the gym and I want to make my physique better. And I was starting college that fall. So that was August, September, I started college. And, the rest is history pretty much.
So you're saying that while most kids are hiding Playboys under their mattresses, you're looking at gym magazines.
I was looking at books. And,
you were dedicated then.
Yeah, and I actually bought this guy Bob Paris's book at 16 called Beyond Built, and I read that thing front to back, and that was more of an instructional book. So that taught you the exercises, whether it was side laterals and squats, and to work the whole body. And that's the one thing when you start lifting weights, especially in high school, like you go to the gym and the kids bench press and they do curls, but you don't pay attention to the legs as much, right? Where I was kind of like, I learned about, okay, you have to train the whole body. And that's, I wasn't a kid that started with like a big upper body and no lower body. My lower body was actually the first area to come in for me. I mean, at 19, I think I squatted 700 pounds.
So your legs are like your genetic
And my
gift.
legs were always phenomenal.
To be honest, that's what I kind of feel about mine. What is going on, guys? I am Max Tuning, your host. I hope you enjoyed this little clip. If you want to see the full, magical, lovely episode, just click the link down in the description or search Don't Be Sour on your favorite podcast streaming service. And remember, thank you for tuning in.